Now we're going to talk about arithmetic sequences. An arithmetic sequence or series is arithmetic if the difference between the terms is common. So there has to be a common difference. When you're looking at arithmetic sequences, it would be, in kind of a simpler definition, if you're always adding or subtracting the same amount. So like plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, or minus 5 minus 5 minus 5. So you're always adding or subtracting the same amount to get to the next term. So how do you find a specific term or write a formula? If you have an arithmetic sequence and you're looking to write a formula for that, it will always start with the first term, and then you'll add n minus 1 times d. A sub 1 is the first term. N always stays n, and d is the common difference. So the number that you are adding to the previous term. The common difference, I will always say, is what you're adding. So if you're subtracting, you would have to have that be a negative. So if it's always minus 5, minus 5, minus 5, your common difference would be negative 5. And this will help you write a formula for any arithmetic sequence. How do you find the sum? We write S for sum. N is like the number of terms if you want to add up the first 100 terms of an arithmetic sequence. What you do for that is you take the first term, add the nth term, and multiply by n divided by 2. Multiply by half of the number of terms. That will help you find the sum of the first n terms. In class, we'll go more in depth in how to find these, but this is a summary of what the formulas are. All right, for example 1, it says find the 21st term and the sum of the first 21 terms. And there's no sequence there, so that was left out. We have to put that in. And the sequence that we'll use for this one will be 10, 7, 4, 1, dot, dot, dot. So we'll do a decreasing one to make it a little harder, and we'll also do one that goes into negative numbers. So to find the 21st term, we'll use this. This is the formula to find a specific term, and it says always start with the first term. The first term here is 10. N is the, if you're writing it as a formula, you'd leave it like that, but N is the number of term that you want. So in this case, I want the 21st term. So 21 minus 1, and then times the common difference. The common difference here is negative 3. So I'm going to simplify this a little bit. I get 10 times 10 plus 20, 21 minus 1, times negative 3. So 10 minus 60, so it'd be negative 50, is the 21st term. Now I want to add up the first 21 terms. So S sub 21 means the sum of the first 21 terms. The first term is 10. A sub n would be the 21st term, or the last term. So this is first, this is last, or nth. In this case, the last term would be the 21st term. And so that's negative 50. And then n is the number of terms. So in this case, we have 21 terms divided by 2. So 10 plus negative 50 would be negative 40. And 21 divided by 2 is 10 and a half. So negative 40 times 10 and a half is negative 420.